Howdy, we are back here in downtown Disney and came through, of course, security right there. And we went through the dogs. You go through the temperature screening, everything all fine and dandy. In here, we're now going to head over some restaurants, go to some stores, all the things that you can do. All right, be back. Hey there, we're having some lunch here. We're at Tortilla Joe's, which is basically the only place that we can eat in downtown Disney because we can get gluten-free, dairy-free, uh, vegan food. So that's kind of what we eat. So that's fine. Well, last time I was here, Splitsville was not open, and that is open now. It has outside seating. The Jazz Kitchen Express is going to be open. It says opening soon. So if that's your favorite, then you might want to hold off a little bit until that gets to be open. Um, Quite a few of the other places are open. Um, I think the Ballast Point, the Black Tap, and some of the other ones are also open. It's not very crowded at all today. Of course, this is a Wednesday here, but we'll be checking around the different shops. I'll be taking some pictures and stuff and editing them into this. So stay tuned. Keep on going with the video and see what more is out there. Okay. Okay, so we're going to be jumping back and forth a little bit. That was, of course, video from us being in the park, but I wanted to interject some of these pictures and stuff and kind of describe some of the pictures as we go through. So here we go. We got to the parking area, and of course, it's barely full. I mean, there's only this might be, I'm saying, less than a quarter full. So that's not too bad. When we left, the parking I would say was like a third full. So there was definitely more people when we left than when we got here. We got there at about 11, a little after 11, maybe 11:15. So I guess going earlier is a little better. Things get filled up a little bit as the day kind of goes on. Okay, so let's go. So before there was only one hand washing station that I saw last time I was there. This time there's three hand washing stations spread out through the different areas. Of course, the fail here is that you have to grab the handles and turn them instead of having it be some type of foot pedal or something automatic. So yeah, so that's kind of, I guess you wash your hands and then turn it off and then dry it. I guess they're figuring it's going to be okay. I don't know, but that's kind of a fail there. So as you can see, this is early. We're sitting here getting ready to eat lunch at Tortilla Joe's. So this is pretty early, and this is about how many people were there. So security is down there a little ways, and now we're hanging outside Tortilla Joe's, getting ready to eat. Then across the way is the Jazz Kitchen that is not open yet, which is odd because there's a ton of outside seating here in the front, and on the second floor there's a lot of outside seating upstairs in the kind of the balcony area. So hopefully, if that's your favorite restaurant, that they will be opening that soon and you can get in there. Yeah, so there you can see the top seating a little bit better in this picture. Okay, so then down from where we're sitting, this is just kind of how the crowd was, not heavy at all. So, which kind of is reflective of how many people were in the parking and all of that. This is the other area. Of course, Splitsville is now open. There's outside seating. Black Tap has been open for quite a while, and there's outside seating. You go in one side and then go through, and you exit out this side to the seating. Everywhere you go, there's these little things for the menus, these little QR codes. So make sure your phone has something that reads QR codes and sends the link to the menu so that you can read the menu without having to get handed a paper menu or a plastic menu or anything like that. So you'll definitely need your phone to order something. We already knew what we wanted, which was veggie fajitas. So which are right here, veggie fajitas. Veggie fajitas, no cheese, corn tortillas. So that makes it gluten-free, dairy-free, and vegan. So that's kind of how we, like I said before, how we eat. So there we go. It was good. It was very good. Not as good as veggie fajitas and Cabo San Lucas, but it was still pretty good. Okay, so here's of course, I'm showing this is Black Tap. Their patio, of course, is open. This Wonderground gallery is open. You can go in and look at all the different photos. There is lines start, outside, start to build up outside different things. The home store was open, and there over here on the left, you can see people lining up. Okay, so the Wetzel Pretzels has been open for quite a while. There's no line. Typically, when we were there, I never really saw a line for that. The Salt and Straw is open, and for when we were there, we did saw no line at all for that. So let's see what else we've got. The confectioner's store that's over there, and that had a line that went. There were like 8 or 10 groups waiting to go into the confectioner's store. The Disney dress shop, every once in a while there would be a line, and then every once in a while there would not be a line. Of course, Mrs. Texshow had to buy a new Nuremberg purse since there was a new one in there, which, no one is surprised by that. Okay. The California Soul is open, no line, nobody waiting. I don't think anyone was even in the store. The Napolini Pizzeria is not open. I think they're gearing up because they got the tables and the umbrellas out here ready to be able to start serving. So that may be opening pretty soon. The Naples Restaurant and bar is open, and because they have all that seating that they just redid a few years ago outside, so that is definitely open to be sitting in. The Sephora store is open. They do have lines that start outside. The Jamba Juice store was open. The Pandora store was also open. Some of these had little signs that said no more than 4 people in this store. So some of these stores, if you're wanting to go in, may have some very limited space. The Curl Surf shop is open for all the Quicksilver and Oakley sunglasses, and next door the Sunglass Icon Sunglass Hut store was open. And here's another example of the menu QR code. You can, these are all over at the beginning of all the different restaurants, so you can grab the menu and look at what items you want on your phone. We did wander over to the entrance to Disneyland. Like I said, we know certain people that work there and are there. We're actually there inside the park. It's like, can you just go to up to the railroad and like wave or something for wait? No, you can't do that. Nobody can see that anybody's in there. So, but if you can't see it very well, and I took a couple of pictures, but you cannot see very well. But right here, you can kind of see a little glare here on all of the entrances. Right here, over here they are putting plexiglass or plastic or whatever on there to I don't know, keep people from spitting on each other and stuff. Which you know take it for what it is. They're doing things to, protection theater, that we have to do little things to keep people protected. So they are definitely doing that at the park. Okay, then we did head inside to the uh, World of Disney store, and it took, oh, 10 minutes, I think, to get through the line to be able to get into the store, which really was not bad. I've seen the line be maybe like a 20-minute line before, but this was not bad at all. So they of course have the child merchandise everywhere. I don't see any of it going anywhere. I don't see anybody buying it. So I think people have already bought their child merchandise. So maybe Disney has missed out on that. They did, recently, The Empire Strikes Back was trending and going in the box office you know, at the movies, and now they've kind of picked up on that, and they have these Empire Strikes Back hats and stuff. So I almost bought this Tiki Room Singing Academy hat. I need a new hat, so that I'm looking for, trying to find out what hat I'm getting next. I almost bought this because I love the Tiki Room. I did have a macaw for many years. It died recently, and I like getting, finding different macaw parrot kinds of things and stuff. So I did see this Buzz Lightyear with Bonnie on the foot instead of Andy, and I had to take a picture of it because I'm a purist and I am an Andy, only Andy on the bottom of the foot person. so I'm not going to be buying any Bonnie items. But that's okay. If you want Bonnie items, you're fine. You know, just for me, I'm only buying, you know, Andy items that are up here on my shelf. So they do have a lot of, maybe not a lot, a few different 65th anniversary items. I think they were like $60 or something. They were pretty expensive for what they were. Um, then they had mugs, of course, for 65th, and they had these kind of shirts that have, you know, some, you know, fun little patterns on them, stuff like that. Then, of course, there's more Baby Yoda stuff, or the child stuff that was in there. And then here I found this Droid Factory, which is interesting, a little Jawa sandcrawler playset that you can use to keep, if you go to the Droid Factory and get a bunch of droids, then you can put them all into this little playset, which I thought was pretty cute. Then we, of course, have they fly now, but these don't have anything that makes them fly. They have a crash effect. They're not calling it flying. Now they're calling it a crash effect thing where you can hit them and the guy flies off. So they've kind of distanced themselves from the they fly now thing, which I thought was really, really interesting. That they're not going to go, oh, just put a second stormtrooper on the back here and you hit him and he flies out. No, now it's just a crash effect where the guy, you know, he like springs off and the front of it breaks and falls apart. So I thought that was pretty funny. They're trying to distance themselves from things that people on YouTube have made fun of forever. So there's more Empire Strikes Back things. So this is a backpack that says Empire Strikes Back all over it and stuff. So again, digging into the Empire Strikes Back thing. So then there was the creepiest Yoda I've ever seen in my life. This thing looked like it was straight out of Spaceballs, just like totally and completely. I couldn't even. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. I'm like, I gotta take a picture of that. That has to be photographed because it's just plain creepy. All right, so that's all of the merchandise and other shops and everything. Like I said, there's only a couple of shops that were left closed. So, you know, pretty much everything they've got open now. So there we go. Okay, so that was the World of Disney store, just some pictures of items inside. It's, you know, they don't keep it very crowded, so it's kind of nice to be able to wander through there. We're now refreshing ourselves at the Starbucks, paying outrageous prices for anything and everything here. But actually, the tortilla joes was not too bad. We had veggie fajitas and some drinks, and with the tip and everything, it ended up being $40. So that's not too bad. But we've been here getting close to 3 hours now. Kind of done everything that we're gonna do in just 3 hours. So people are still flowing in. It's been good. It's been a fun day. Spending some time here. We did get a message. We sent a message to the employee that we know who works in the park, and he is actually inside the park. We're like a stone's throw away. We're like trying to throw hugs back and forth through the air because we're less than like a half mile away from him. And that he said he got in trouble that last time he tried to go out to the gate and was scolded for being seen from inside the park. So can't do that. But anyway, it was good. I mean, everybody's being, you know, like they should and everything down here. So if you want to head on down to downtown Disney, come on down. It's nice. I think there's only like one or two shops or restaurants that are not open. So everything else is good to go. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.